Shavua Tov, everyone. Welcome to our Tools Tell Stories for Saturday night. The title of this week's video is The Vanishing Rebbe. I adapted and modified and supplemented it from the book Good Vach by Avram Barash. On the day preceding each biblical festival, Rabbi Yitzchak Isaac Taub of Kaliv, the first Kaliver Rebbe, would disappear in his horse-drawn wagon for many hours. No one knew where he went. One year on Erev Shabbat, the lay leader of the Kaliv Jewish community, Mr. Yaakov Fish, was determined to discover the Tzaddik's secret. After prayer that morning, while the Rebbe was occupied, Fish hid himself in the wagon, where he remained undiscovered until the Rebbe was well on his journey. When Rebbe Yankel revealed himself, the Rebbe became visibly distressed. He exclaimed, "What can I do with you now?" He made the stowaway promise not to ask any questions, not of himself, nor of anyone else. Rabbi Yitzchak Isaac Taub of Kaliv, he was born in 1744, was a goat herd in his youth. Subsequently, he studied under Rabbi Shmoki of Wickelsburg and Rabbi Elimelech of Lezhinsk. He was known sometimes as the sweet singer of Israel because of the beautiful songs that he both composed and sang. He was a seminal figure in the spread of Hasidim in Hungary till he passed away on the 7th of Adar in Adar base in a leap year, in a pregnant year, 1821. Soon they arrived at a city which Yankel did not recognize. The Rebbe abruptly stopped the wagon on the side of a hill. He stated that he would walk down the narrow path there, and that led to a mikveh in which he would immerse himself. Then, before he left, he instructed his passenger firmly to wait in the wagon and also reminded him not to speak to any of the local people. Yankel stayed in the wagon for a while until he was overcome with curiosity and impatience. Putting aside the Tzaddik's warning, he hopped off the wagon and sought to question the people nearby. "Excuse me," he asked in Yiddish, the first man he stopped. "But where am I?" "How can you not know where you are?" the astonished fellow replied, thinking that he was dealing with a madman. Where do you think you are?" "Well, I was just in Kaliv, Hungary, a few hours ago," Yankel began. "Now I know you're mental," said the man. "How could you possibly get from Kaliv to Tzfat in a few hours?" "Tzfat?" cried Yankel. "You're the one who's crazy. How could I be in Tzfat, in Eretz Israel, if I was just in Kaliv?" The argument intensified, and in the heat of the debate, Yankel forgot to get back to the wagon before the Rebbe reappeared. To his dismay, when he arrived back at the parking place, it was just in time to see the wagon disappearing in the distance. Yankel was beside himself. Here he was, stranded in a town of Mushagoyim, crazy people who thought they were living in Tzfat, Ir HaKodesh. However, he had no choice but to ask one of them to take him into his home for the Sukkot holiday. Already during the first hours of the festival, seeing the different customs and styles of dress, and hearing people speaking in the holy tongue and in Arabic as well as Yiddish, Yankel realized that indeed he was in Tzfat. Astonished, it dawned on him that, as an epiphany, that the Kaliver used a divine holy name for Kafitzot HaDerech, a miraculous contraction of a journey, to come to Tzfat every Erev Yom Tov in order to immerse himself in the mikveh of the holy Arizal, Rabbi Yitzchak Laurier. Rabbi Yitzchak Laurier, known as the Holy Ari, revolutionized the study of Kabbalah and its integration into mainstream Judaism during the 2 years he spent in Tzfat before his death at age 38. For a full detailed biography, go to ascentoftzfat.com, that is Ascent of SAFED, all one word, com, for teachings of the Ari well translated into English, go to KabbalahOnline.org, KABBALA online, no H at the end of Kabbalah. His amazement was quickly joined by shock as he realized he was compelled to remain in Tzfat until the Rebbe would return the following Yom Tov. How else could he possibly get all the way back to Europe? And meanwhile, back in Kaliv, the Fish family was frantic about Yankel's sudden disappearance. They ran to the Rebbe for advice. The Kaliver Rebbe smiled as he assured them that there was no need for concern, promising that Mr. Fish would return just in time for the Passover Seder. only 6 months. And so it was. 6 months later, Yankel Fish was delighted to see the Tzaddik's wagon arriving at the Arizal's mikveh, at the descent of the Arizal mikveh on Erev Pesach. This time he made sure not to miss the ride back home. The Rebbe extracted a promise from Yankel not to reveal this incident in his lifetime, in the Rebbe's lifetime. It became known only after the Rebbe passed away in 1821. As a resident of Sfat today, I say to Mr. Yankel Fish, lucky you to experience this Sfat centuries ago as well. Shavua Tov, Chodesh Tov, Mazel Tov, Eliyahu Novi Zechol Tov. Have an excellent week.